Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new series. Welcome to the sky. All the mods 10 to the sky, to be precise. And this is going to be a new series. There's going to be something different. It's going to be me playing a bit of unedited, long form, chill play to the all the mods to the sky. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. So if you do like this video, then remember to smash that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more of these long form videos. But for now, I think it's time that we get right into it. So first things first, we did receive a blueprint package. I'm not really sure what that is. Oh, okay, it gave us a bunch of those things. Silent gear, that's new to me. I don't know that. It gave us a tattered I don't even know how to pronounce that. Okay, it gave us this thing, which is Arsnavo, which is perfect. We'll just put that down there, and a wooden watering can. But all of that aside, oh, and a torch. Let's first read. Welcome to the sky. Use /skyblock GUI to choose an island and get started. So it's /skyblock GUI. Enter. Okay, we don't have teams. Let's create a team. Team Dio. That's it. Template, simple life, witch's cottage, default, sanctuary, Steve's staycation. I really like this though. I really do like that. Piggy, Skyfac. Ooh, that's a bit rough. Oh, I'm really tempted to take the staycation one. Because we can turn this whole cave into like our little base. Okay, we're going to do Steve's staycation. I was going to go for a normal plain island, but I do like Steve's staycation. Okay, already an island. We've got a ceiling fan with a light on it. That's really grand. We've got a little oven, drawers and stuff, seating. What's through here? Oh, this is such a cool little bus. Okay, cool. So we've got a little bus. We've got a little bed up here as well. So that's cool. Garage doors. We've got a chair. We've got picnic baskets. Okay, and pancakes, cutting board. So my only critique about this island is that you already get a lot of items. I don't know if it's going to make the game easier. I'm not really sure. But I guess we'll only find out as we progress. There's even some more in here. Okay, let's quickly check it out. See what's in here. We've got a cave. We've got a lot of mud and stuff. I guess if you don't want to destroy the island, then you won't typically rip up the island. Oh, there's even some more down here. There's a mushroom. A rickety bridge. And this goes where? Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so we've got that over there, and then the last thing I want to check is this thing over here. And then we can jump into the actual pack itself. Oh. Okay. It's nothing. It's just an empty chest. Okay, but that's cool. That's pretty cool. Pickles, more pickles, and more pickles. Okay, grand. So now that we've explored the island, I don't know if we've explored it to the max, but we've seen a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool. And also I noticed the pipe. So this means we've got Create version 6 in here, which will be the first time I actually fool around with Create. So I'm pretty excited. Really do like this camper van. But first things first, with all these mod packs, we've got a quest book. So if we click this button, we have Welcome to all the mods 10 now in the sky again. Visit dimensions, perfect to the sky, kitchen sink bag that allows you to explore a variety of different mods in your own way. If you have any questions or issues, feel free to join the ATM Discord. Perfect. Let's grab those. Then we have creating a team, which I'm just going to open, just tick it because that's it. And then quest book, we're just going to tick that because we did find the quest book, which is perfect. And on the side here, oh, this is the terrifying part. So I'm going to close all of those because we're not going to look at all of them at once because I think it's terrifying. So what we'll do is we will start with chapter 1, starting out. And oh my goodness, this is insane. Again, also, I want to mention, I still have a bit of a scratchy throat. I do apologize about that. Unless you do enjoy the whole... Oh, emergency sapling. I don't want to take that. Anyway, like I was saying, I still have a scratchy throat, so I do apologize for it. Unless you like the husky voice, then I'm glad you found the channel. So do remember, subscribe if you want the husky. For those who want to skip forward, want to fast track the start, this gives you an easy mode start. You don't have to complete the... No, we're not doing that either. So we'll do that, but we're not grabbing the rewards. We must just remember not to click the collect all reward blocks. First things first, all Skyblock will spawn with the necessary grass and a tree. Well, we'll need the tree for wood and everything from wood. What about grass? Well, for one, passive mobs need grass to spawn. Two, grass spreads to other dirt. We can shift right click grass for pebbles. Awesome. Okay, so we do have shift right click for pebbles, which is grand. Okay, and as far as I remember, I need to get used to stuff. Yeah, you can right click. You can't click with a pebble in your hand, which is perfect. So let's just grab a bunch of pebbles. Do that. What's that? Oh, blackstone pebble. I do know you can set up a macro to make this like instant, but we're not going to do the cheaty way today. No. If we do have to farm bulk of something like pebbles and stuff, that's something I might do between episodes. But apart from that, progression is going to be mainly in this episode. Okay, cool. We've got a bunch. I do think that might be enough for now. So let's head on back to the quest book and let's see this one. Passive mobs. Passive mobs need two things to spawn. Number one, grass, which we have, and number two, light, which we will need. Okay, perfect. Let's grab those. If it is light enough with grass from the grass for them to spawn, they will randomly spawn. It can take a while to work sometimes. Okay, well, that's perfect. So what I think we should do is we should plonk down the torch right here, because it's just clogging up the inventory. We're going to chuck that in there. And let's head to the second quest, which will be hostile mobs. So they just want us to achieve Monster Hunter, which is fine. Pebbles, by holding shift right clicking while looking at the top of a grass block, it will give you pebbles. Pebbles for stone, deep slate, andesite, granite, diorite, blackstone, and basalt. We can combine 4 pebbles to make the stone related to that pebble, or just press K while hovering over a bunch of them in your inventory. That works for a lot of items with similar recipes. Try it out. Okay, let's try that. So I think K was, it's just compacting. So, or it autocrafts. Yeah. So we can do that and we'll craft the right amount. So we just got a bunch of items already, which is quite grand. I do think I'm going to cut down this tree as well. Do we have vein miner? We do. We do have vein miner. And it's already nighttime. I need to sleep. I really don't want to struggle with hostile mobs at the moment. So we're going to do that. And I wonder if I should take the bed out. Because the thing is, I don't want the hostile mobs to spawn the whole time. So that squeaky sound you got, so that's my water bottle. Here we go. So I've played all the mods to the sky before, but I've never gotten to the end game. So this is going to be interesting. Because I like playing these packs in my free time, and then usually I think, well, you should have been recording that. So maybe this time around we'll get a bit further. Okay, so Skyblock start. Okay. Skyblock starts out like any normal Minecraft world. Smack the tree, smack that tree. Just don't look down, and careful not to lose the saplings. Perfect. Did we even get saplings? We did not get a single sapling from that oak tree. That is not good at all. Was it because I vein mined? I wonder if it was because I vein mined it. Man, what am I doing? Oh, that's not good. That's not a good start at all. Okay, well, granted, we have the emergency sapling, so if we have to, we can click this and we can get an emergency sapling. So I'm going to do that now, because I can't believe we didn't get a sapling, which kind of sucks, but okay. So we got that, and now we have this completed, and that gave us wood and a crafting table on a stick. So crafting table on a stick, we can go ahead and add, I think there's a, whoa, the slots increased a lot. That's perfect. And how do we access crafting table on a stick? Does it have a shortcut? Let's quickly see options. Control, no, controls, keybinds, crafting grid, open crafting on a stick is V. There we go. So now we've got a bigger crafting table. Grand. Okay, next quest, and I think we should continue down this one first. So here we have infested tree. With our newfound wood, we can make a stick with our sticks. Oh, we can make sticks with our sticks. We can make a crook. These can be used to break leaves. When they do, the leaves will drop more saplings and a new item called silkworms. Throw these silkworms on leaves to infest them. This will spread to the leaves and grow over time. Why would any sane person want a silkworm infestation, you ask? For string. Okay, so that's for string. So we're going to do a crook and we get ourselves some silkworms and string, and we can get some more cooked silkworms. I guess that's a different food type. We can grab those. I didn't even notice those. So because of that, we need to grow this tree. And can we can twerk trees. Okay, that's grand. So we can twerk a tree, which is just the shift button, and let's quickly use that to create ourselves a crook. And then a crook we can use to harvest this, then gives us saplings and gives us some silkworms. So now we can rip out this, plant some more trees, and get ourselves some string going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the amount of trees, and let's twerk these. Give those some silkworms. And now we need to wait for it to spread. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't take too long. We can see the progress up there. Okay, that's perfect. So while those infest, we can have a look at one of these quests. So that's running. We're just going to wait for that to get some string, and we can look at cobblestone. So we did that. We got some cobblestone. Don't even worry about making wooden tools. Just go straight to stone. And yes, you can still make stone generators with water and lava. If you're taking the harder route, you can't use those just yet. You'll need to follow the quest more to get there. Okay, so that's the harder route. Because we're not going straight for this, we're going to have to go through all of this to get to the cobble generator, which is fine. I don't mind. And then what this says is we can make stone hammers. To get materials, we need to process blocks through sieves. Okay, but these rocks are too hard to pass through the sieve. How about we hammer them down? Did you think I was kidding? Break blocks with a hammer to get it crushed down. To get its crushed down versions of them. Okay, well you guys can see my English is proper good. Let's do this to get the recipe for the hammer. We're gonna pin that up there, and now we can do V. We can click and we can make ourselves a hammer. My next question is, can we compact? We can compact these, and can we then hammer the compact ones down? We cannot. So we need to actually physically hammer these one at a time. I guess if you get a stronger hammer, you can. Let's see. Yeah, that gave us the gravel we needed. So now the next thing we need to do is, I think the whole tree is infested, so we can grab this. Oh, we just killed the crook. But we got some silk and we have our logs again, and we can plant trees and get some more silk this way. So that is perfect. So we've got trees. Okay, I quickly want to replant some of these. Let's do 2 more. That's a 3 gap. Let's do another 3 gap over there. That's perfect. I do like these pebbles. Okay, cool. Getting distracted. We're also going to have to sort out storage quite soon. I really don't know what these are. Tool rod blueprint. All metal and gem tool parts require casting in a foundry from Productive Metalworks. Okay, again, I don't know what that is. Let's do 8 chests. Well, 4 chests. And then I think, are we going to do it in here, in the house, in the RV? Oh, that is a trapdoor. I think we can. Can we remove both these frame trapdoors? I'm just so scared I break the whole camper. And then we can just do this for now. Perfect. So we can chuck those in there. We're not going to need those there. The tattered old tome. That's such a word for me. I'm going to chuck all of those in there as well, because those are things we broke now that I'm not going to need. Okay, and we're just going to spam some torches. Let's go over here. Over there. There. I just don't want stuff to spawn. I really don't want to die early on. Can I do there? I also don't want to see all the torches all over. That's the other thing. Okay, that should be perfect. Now back to the quest book. So we've completed the hammers, so we can grab those. That's perfect. And I see there they're talking about compressed blocks. But okay, let's first finish this. Let's continue on this because we're done waiting for the worms. Grand, so we did that. We got all of these goodies. It's more worms and cooked worms. Now we need to make sieves. Sieves are how we will get most of our resources, place them down, and they won't do much. We'll need to give them a mesh in order to use them. The string mesh is the first one, but it can be upgraded. Just right click the sieve with the mesh to place it and shift right click it to take it out. With the mesh we can now right click certain blocks into the sieve to push them through. Keep right clicking or hold it, and once they are all the way, they will drop items. Pro tip: if there is a sieve next to each other, they will work. What? If there is sieves next to each other, they will work at the same time. Okay, I think that's a typo. This goes up to a 5x5 area. Okay, grand. So we can do that. So we need to make one oak sieve and one string mesh. Well, let's do it this way, because now we can do this. We can say remember recipe. We can do this. Say remember recipe. Okay, cool. So first of all, we need to make some string meshes, and let's see if we can do 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then these, we need some logs. Let's just turn all our... No, let's not do all of them. Let's do 10. 10 into oak logs. Do those. And then let's do some of those. And that should be enough to make 6. Okay, that's a start. We're not going to have enough string for 6, but that's fine. What we can do is we can twerk these trees to giant size. Oh, we really got one of these. I hate these trees. This tree might just stay here now. I promise. I'm not even going to break that down. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, and then I want to move this over and grab the cooked silkworms and just eat those. Like, some cultures actually do that. I don't think I'll ever be able to eat a cooked silkworm. Or uncooked, I don't care. No hate for cultures that do it. It's just not for me. That's the big thing. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3 over here, and let's do another 3 over there. And we've got 3 meshes for now, so like that. Did we get that quest, by the way? We did. Okay, so we got all of those, and that gave us an additional 3 sieves and additional 3 meshes. Okay, perfect. So the next one we need to do is ore chunks. So we need to get iron ore chunks and copper ore chunks, and then we'll get the ore blocks. And the way you do that is you literally take your gravel, right click, and you just sift it through, and you'll start to get chunks and resources and stuff. And I think it's very important here where we are at this moment to put down a chest for these type of items, because your inventory can get overwhelmed. Well, it's already overwhelmed so far. So let's do V. Let's do 2, 4. Let's just chuck those out for now. We're going to do chests, and let's just chuck those out. I think this can be it for now. The ore processing or the sieving area, we will move it down, because I think what I'll do in the end is I'll move it all down into the basement area down there, into a cave, which could be perfect. First going to sleep though, because I don't want to get chowed. Okay, it's not time yet. Can we make a crook while we wait? We can. Let's get all of this out. I guess I can just break that really big tree. It's not that big a deal. Okay, let's go sleep. I really don't want to fight monsters. Okay, cool. So we've got that. There we go. Also don't know how far we're going to go, because I'm planning on playing for, like, doing an episode, like an hour episode, which I don't think is too bad. Okay, so we've got ore chunks, and I think we should first continue down this line. So over here, we won't need a billion fancy machines to dupe ores here. We'll only need a few. The squeezer from ID. What is ID? Integrated Dynamics. Okay, can turn raw ore blocks into raw ore. So raw ore blocks into raw block. Okay, in order to use it, just place the raw ore block into the squeezer and jump on it to push it downwards. Once it is crushed, the raw ore will be spit out. Rarely, it might give even more. But wait, that's not all. We also have ore hammers. These can crack raw ores into 2 dust, which can be smelted into ingots. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so we're going to keep that one on the list and keep this one on the list as well. We're first going to have to get ourselves some ore blocks, so we're going to maybe skip that one for now. Oh, we have to do that before we can do this. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to need more cobble. That's going to be a thing. So we might be standing here for a little bit doing this. Which again is fine. This is not the worst thing we could be doing. I mean, we can talk, we can move in circles. Like I said, there's a way to cheese this where you can do like a macro on your mouse and your keyboard, where if you push a button, it does this really, really, really fast. But we're not going to cheese it. No, not at the moment. Maybe if we get bored later on. But I also think later on we'll have cobble generators, then we don't have to do this so often. So, okay. Do we have enough? Let's quickly see, because I want to make a cobble gen. Not a cobble gen, a cobble furnace, I guess. Let's do that. Just turn those into blocks. What the heck is that flying around there? A lost soul. Hello. Are you friendly? What do you do? Do you want a worm? Rude. Do I kill that? I don't think I should kill it. I'm not going to kill it. I'm going to leave it. It doesn't want to be bothered, and I was taught not to mess with lost souls, so that's how I was raised. Okay. Okay, a furnace at the campsite. Again, now that we have this, I just want to remove this. I don't like that. I was the person that was like, yeah, that's good, we're going to keep that, and now I don't like it. Can we let's start with this. Can we smelt ore blocks? We can smelt ore blocks. Okay, but we only need 2 of these. And do we have tiny coal? That's another thing. We do have tiny coal as well. Okay, now we're talking. So we've got those. Oh, we've got pigs. Okay, we've got pigs as well. That's a good start. Oh, is that a waste? No, that's not a waste. I think it is a waste. I honestly think that's a waste. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, we can't use the copper ore chunks. Are we supposed to use the squeezer? We need an iron block. So we're gonna need a lot of iron. Okay, wait, let me check this again. That's the copper ore hammer. Let's see if we have other ore hammers. We've got iron, bronze, invol. No, that's just wooden. Blocks of copper. And copper ore we get from all of these. Are we supposed to just hammer these? 4 chunks will make 1 roll. Oh, 4 chunks. I did not read that. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. Can we... How do you sort into... Can we sort into this? Okay. First of all, we're going to make a bunch more chests. We need 2 more. And then we're just going to slowly start sorting out stuff. We're going to do this as pebbles. We're going to do those in there. And these will be final blocks for now. And then we're going to do the painstaking thing of pushing shift and doing this for quite a while. So this might be one of those rare parts where I actually edit the video to make this seem a little bit faster, because this is going to take a hot minute. It's shift right click. Let's quickly see something. Control keybinds. So we need to look at right click. which is is it called action or interact? I don't even know what it's called. I never changed this. Jump, sprint, strafe, walk. It's the right click. That's all I know. I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know what the basic control is called. Come on. Right click. Here we go. Cheat one stack. No, I don't know. That's cheating. We don't want cheating. Where is this? Right click. So after a lot of mining, we actually accumulated quite a few stacks of items. So we have enough cobble to hammer down into gravel, which we can then hammer, well, which we can then put through the sieves. But another thing is I pushed K and I accidentally turned my wool in, well, my string into wool. So I just want to check if we can hammer this back down to string. We can't. Can we uncraft though? I know we'll be able to use stuff like the grindstone. That's leaves. No, so I guess I'm kinda stuck with all this wool now, which is a pain because now I'm gonna have to infect these again. Oh, looks like I infected this one on accident. Oops. Also, I forgot to use a crook there, so we just lost all of that, which is, it's fine. It's all good. So that is a thing now. Okay, but before we continue, let's quickly replant those 2 trees. I think I'm only going to replant 1 because I am scared I lose another sapling. So let's do this real quick, and then I want to see this whole compressed block thing because we've managed to do this. So we got the gravel. Sand, I think you get from hammering gravel again. Yeah, gravel to sand, and so forth with all of those. Same with crushed blackstone, crushed deep slate, and crushed dust, I think, is sand. You hammer sand down and you get, yeah, sand gives you dust. So I think let's quickly do this quest line over here. So that's blackstone and deep slate. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's grab some blackstone. Let's do 32. I don't know if you get different things from it. Like if you hammer those down. And then let's do that as well. I'm going to keep this gravel in here because I don't... Well, let's sift this gravel. Get that out of the way. Okay, cool. So we sifted those. And we can just chuck all of those items in there. No, that's the wrong chest. It's this one down here. So we'll do that. Perfect. And then... I can leave the worms and stuff. I'm going to put the worms in the mob chest, and we're going to do the same with the string and the wool and that. This I'm going to leave there, and then let's quickly hammer down these sets of blocks. 32, that's going to be quite a few. So let's just do, I think it's a 4x4 is a perfect 64. If I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Well, I guess we're doing another 32 of these. Which is not far. It's not a problem. Oh, we also have that on. See, that's the thing with mod packs like these. Like, I just did it again. I just did it again, and it's going to annoy me if I don't do the whole stack. And another thing I'm just thinking of now, I'm busy building the stack. Okay, stop. And my hammer might not survive this. Oh yeah, my hammer's broken. Now the question is, how do you mend it? Do you just... Oh. I do like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so we can hammer those, hammer this, and hammer this one. So we got all our gravel, and I think let's do 32... No, let's do 64 gravel. Yeah, 64 gravel because we're going to have to turn 32 of the sand into dust as well. Because I know with like the old Project Ozone, you would get different things from sifting different materials. So I'm sure it's the same concept. So we've got 64 sand. And then the sand we can then hammer down into dust, but I only want to do 32 of these. Like so. Okay, cool. Boop. And we get dust. So now we should have this completed. We have this one completed. Oh no. I just see the dust in links to clay. That's correct. And we've got crushed deep slate and we've got the black stone left. So let's quickly do those. So black stone like so. There we go. Got 3 more. And then we've got the deep slate. See, that's completely new. I've never... Well, okay, I haven't played all the mods in quite a while. So I don't know how long the crushed deep slate and stuff's been in here. But there we have that. Let's quickly just mend our hammer. I wish you could like instantly repair it so you didn't have to like move it around a couple times. Cool. Do we have everything now? We have all of these, which is perfect. Okay, we can move on from that. We got ourselves some flint, which you can use to... So flint can be gained really from breaking gravel like normal or from sieving blocks. Usually flint is pretty garbage in Minecraft. Makes flint and steel, then nothing else. Skyblock is much different though, so grab and save it for the early game. Alright, that's for the flints. That's for the flint sieves. Or yeah. Flint mesh. Compressed blocks. This is an ATM mod bag. You'll need lots of materials. So what will we do with our tons of gravel? Just use a billion chests. No, instead we can combine 9 blocks into 1 compressed block. This works with a ton of different blocks and each can be compressed even further. So let's quickly compress 9 gravel like so. There we go. Just mess that up. Let's quickly grab that. Perfect. And now we will need lots of gravel, sand, and dust. So let's make a 9 times more at a time. Combine 9 hammers into a compressed hammer. These can hammer compressed blocks as if they were normal blocks. Compressed cobble will give 9 gravel with the hammer. Okay, so this is how that works. So we need 9 hammers. So we need to craft 8 more. I don't know if we can use a broken one. So we're first going to start by repairing this one. And then we're going to grab ourselves some sticks. And we need to make 8 more. Oh, wow, that's precise. And we can chuck all of those in there. Compressed hammer. So now we should be able to compress all of these. Oh, there's some more. Like that. And this should then, in theory, be able to get hammered down. Okay, let's quickly just make sure. No, that's gravel. We just placed down gravel. We don't want to do that gravel. Is that all our compact cobble? So if we do now vein mine, yeah, we got a lot of compact gravel, which is cool. Oh no, we got normal gravel. You don't get compact gravel. Wait a minute. Let me just check quickly. Combine 9 hammers. Compressed cobble will give 9 gravel with the hammer. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I was scared that it gave less. Now, that round, let's just see. Oh, you can't use the compressed stone hammer on the normal. You need to use it on compact. Okay, anyway, perfect. So we did that. We got our little compact hammer. We just got a damaged compressed iron hammer. That's cool. Okay, cool. Now the next one is, I think we should maybe upgrade our meshes real quick. So let's just do those, chuck all of that out, and let's just grab these. Perfect. So 6 of those, and do we have enough flint? Let's see. So if we do this. Oh, we've got a wandering trader. Interesting. Hello, kind sir. What do you sell? Yellow orchids, saddles, a knife, a beacon. Okay, well, we can't do anything with that, sadly, which is fine. Okay, so now we've upgraded our flints. Perfect. And we got an additional 4 flints, which increases the size of our sieving operation exponentially. So that is good news. And now we just need to work towards getting this hammer, and from the hammer getting the smelting going. So we're gonna end up sifting this, and yeah, like I thought, you can't sift the normal compressor. You have to do them like all separate like this. Oh, we just got some dripstone over there. Interesting. That must be one of the drops that come with the flint meshes. Okay, not bad at all. Let's quickly see if we can work through these. And then we need to see if we can get ourselves a hammer. I was thinking of the Invar hammer, and that's how I got to hammer. It's not the fastest. I guess this is like watching paint dry for you guys, but it's an important part of the pack, so we have to tackle it. How much more gravel do I have? It's the last stack. Okay. Because that's the thing. Hopefully we have enough now to at least make 2 blocks of copper, because then we can make the little copper hammer. Oh, that gave me such a fright. It was that guy getting ready to hide. Okay, cool. Let's do all of those in there. And let's do... Can we just push K on the... No, we have to have them... Can we do it? Yeah. You can. Okay, cool. So, let's grab... Let's first see this thing. The squeezer requires 9 blocks. Each of these give 1. So we need 9 pieces of iron. So we need 1 more iron. Okay, so we're going to have to do a little bit more gravel. Do we have more cobble? We do have more cobble. Okay, let's quickly turn that into compressed. Where's the rest of the stuff now? Does that stay in? Oh, it stays on the stick. Okay, cool. I did not know that. Let's quickly hammer this down. And then we turn that into this. Oh, we got chickens. I just heard chickens. Perfect. Just see if we can get some iron so we can just make enough for the press. Okay, cool. We've got those. And this should bring us up to the right amount. Let's take all of that out. Yeah, we should be fine. I also want to take some more coal and break that down into tiny coal, like so. And then, though, can we just turn these into more? And then we're going to do... We said we need 9 for the block and 1 additional one. So let's do 10. Perfect. And let's quickly combine the copper. I guess I could have just pushed K again. Okay, so we don't have enough for the copper yet, which is fine. That's perfect. But while that goes, maybe we should go ahead and expand all of this to a 5x5 grid quickly. Oh, we're going to need wood. We're going to need so much wood. Okay, so let's do this. Let's add another one of those. And let's do... How many can we make? Another 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, that's going to be the size. We just have to fill it in. But for now, we can do that. That should be fine. And then this is going. And then while that's going, I think we need to make ourselves... Well, we can't make an axe yet, but we need wood. So we're going to do that. I wonder, does this have fast leaf decay? It does. That's golden. That is so good. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. And then, okay, let's twerk some trees into existence. Oh, that went quite fast. I think what's going to happen now is this tree might touch the big tree. Might be. I don't know. Grab this. Okay, cool. So we've got some extra wood, and now we can turn, and saplings. Saplings was important because we were running low on saplings. But now that we have these, we can maybe... This tree's going to get infested either way, so I'm just going to do it. If it infests the tree with worms, it's fine. 3 like that, and let's do 3 like this. Let's just do that as well. Okay, so we'll twerk those, we'll bring those to life, and then we should have everything we need for the press. That's the word. Okay, so let's just twerk. Whoop. Get all of these done. Okay. Just... Oh, these are the cooked silkworms. They're not going to do much infesting. They're crisp. We need the raw ones. Okay, raw silkworms. There we go. Oh, there's another big tree. Gorgeous, hey? Let's do that. And let's just go for the big one. Get the big one infected. Okay. So while that's going, we're going to work on the press. So we should have everything we need to create the block. Okay, we've got the extra. And what we need for the press now is 2 logs and 4 sticks. So that's 4 sticks and 2 logs we can get from doing this. And now we can craft this, which is the press. Now, I've seen it in action. I've never used it before. But if I understand correctly, we can place this in there and then you jump on it. And that gives you 8 raw copper. Oh. How do you get this to go back up again? How did I do? How do you get this to go up again? Do you need like a button or something? Oh, button's a smooth stone thing. Okay, but maybe we can use a lever. Yep, we're going to have to flick a lever every time. Okay, well, that's fine. That's the least of our worries. I mean, for what we get out of it, that's not bad at all. That's really not bad. Okay. So, we're just casually juicing copper blocks, I guess. But I mean, that's quite a sturdy amount of copper. We can get that going. And then while that goes, we can maybe add some more tiny cobble, tiny, I said coconut there, to that. Okay, so that is going there, and we get the copper going for that. So we just need the hammer. Then we're done on that quest. On this side, we need to start collecting shears so we can make water from leaves. So flint shears, just 2 pieces of flint will give us shears, and then we just need to shear a tree. We do have flint, which is perfect, so we can get that ready. But before we will be able to do that, we're going to have to make some crooks, because we're going to have to harvest that monstrosity, and I do not think 1 crook will be enough. I think we're going to need at least 2. So maybe 3. Let's do 3 crooks, because I don't think this is going to... Yeah, see, we already went through 1, 2, almost 3. Almost 3 crooks. Okay. So we're going to have to make some more. Luckily, we have more silkworms dropping, which is really cool. Let's grab that. Okay, let's grab that. Nothing there. See, now this is the part where I'm going to have to start scaffolding up. Can we do... Oh, let's just use the oak logs. It's fine. Let's grab all of those. Okay, I'm just going to chop down this tree. I do think we have enough silkworms on this side. So it's fine if we don't get anything there. And now we've got it. Now we can maybe complete our mesh system, which is perfect. Well, I should have maybe calculated that before I said we've got enough string. But nonetheless, we've got string going now. We should really make hammers and stuff, or axes and stuff. But we've got this going. Okay, that's perfect. We need to eat. I'll chop that down just now. But no, let's first make a hammer, or a, what do you call it? Axe, that's the word I was looking for. Axe, okay. I just need to get enough to make... Okay, so I need one more. Do I have one more cob? I don't. We just need one more cobble, then we can just make a axe, so it just goes a bit quicker. Yeah, there we go. That's stone. So we can do that. 3 of those. Oh, I had a fright. I thought that was a creeper for a hot minute. Okay, cool. So let's grab ourselves a little axe. Let's chuck all of those. I wonder what's the sword into button. Okay, let's do wood over there. We're gonna need another crook. Let's just I'm just gonna harvest those as well. Just grab these. Just make a crook for those. Oh, that's quite a few. And I put away my logs to scaffold with. Okay, well that's fine. Let's do a few more blocks up. Okay, cool. We need our axe. I'm actually sad to see this tree go, but it's for the better because we're going to have to get leaves and we're going to need all the space in here. So it's for the better. Let's just chuck for now. We're just going to chuck everything in here. We'll make all the tables and everything just now. Let's do these and get them going. And while they go, we can continue on the next part of our quest line, which is, well, it's actually now leaves because the furnace is still going. Yeah. So we're going to get some leaves, but I do think we should sleep first. Okay, we can't sleep yet. Let these grow. And then let's harvest some leaves. Oh, my flint shears are broken. I couldn't understand why it's not working. Okay, so we need to repair those. Well, that's the chair. Let's grab some flint so we can repair these shears. There we go. Can we sleep real quick? Because that's our thing. I think we're going to turn the leaves into water. I know there was another pack that had that in. So let's just harvest all of these. Perfect. And we can just take the logs. And I think those two can just grow passively. That's not a problem. We can keep the apples. We'll just keep them there. Okay. So we did the whole shear thing. We got some leaves. We got some more saplings. And next thing is an oak crucible. So crucibles are only here for one reason. Non-free water. You can wait for rain to fill barrels for free or just throw leaves into a crucible and wait. Trust me, the crucible is much quicker. So here's the thing. I know for a fact that crucible is slow. And if it's telling you the crucible is slow or faster than waiting for rain, then you need to know how slow it is to wait for rain. Just between you and me. Let's chuck that in there. I'm just going to chuck all my extra crooks and stuff in there. And then this can be water. So we'll fill this up. Yeah, that's not too bad. This feels really like it's been sped up. Okay, cool. So while that is slowly turning into water, we're going to take this and we're quickly going to see if we can make ourselves the copper hammer. I think it was 2 blocks of copper. Yeah, and then sticks, 3 sticks. So let's just do that. Now, you know what? I don't want any unnecessary blocks lying around. So we'll grab those 2. We'll recraft those into those, that. And then we can do this. And I think it was 2 copper blocks like that. Perfect. And now I think, was it that you can hammer these? No. You can't hammer those, but let's say, what is this? Zinc, aluminium, silver, aluminum. Let's do gold, because gold we can craft into blocks. And these we can craft into these. And I do think these you smelt into 1 ore each. If that's the case, then a press is a whole lot more lucrative. Because, I mean, you get sometimes, we got 8 copper just from one, like pressing 1 block. Where this, you get 2 dust from 1 hammer session. And that makes 1 ingot each. Okay, so the press... You kidding me? I can eat my hat. It's actually raining. If we had cauldrons, we would have had water now. That is ridiculous. Okay, well, we don't have cauldrons. I don't know. I don't have words. Anyway, okay, let's quickly empty our inventory and then see if we can get some other stuff done. We're going to keep those, and let's see where we are on this. So we managed to finish all of that. That gave us another wooden crucible, so water production should be coming along quite fine. I think that's enough for a bucket already. So that's done. We finished those, which is perfect. Which next one is smelting iron with iron. If you surround a furnace with iron in a crafting table, you can upgrade your furnace to an iron furnace. These smelt faster and can also be configured to be automated with the cogwheel in the top left of the GUI. Okay, that's perfect. So let's see if we can make an iron furnace. So it's basically just a furnace surrounded by iron. Do we have enough iron? No, sorry. We do not. We've got 6 blocks. We've got 6 blocks, and what we've seen, I think I'm going to press 1 and we see what that yields, and then we'll make the call if we're going to use the hammer. Oh, so see, that round it only gave 2. But that round gave 3. Okay, so I do think somehow it might be worthwhile jumping on this thing, I guess. Oh, I just took it out again. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Let's just keep on adding that in there so it smelts while we go. Another one. I'm sure you can automate this press anyway later on. But there we go, 14 pieces of iron. So we're going to wait for the iron so we can upgrade this bad boy to an iron furnace, which will just be 8. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's correct. So we're just going to smelt that up for now. Let's put all of this away. This is just normal sand. So the sand we're going to chuck in there. Let's just undo this as well. For now, let's quickly see if we can add more. Oh, I actually think this may be filled up with the rain now. Maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, let's chuck the leaves in there. What do I want to see real quick? Oh, we can... Let's leave that there, and another cook over here. I don't know what that's for. Let's quickly make some meshes just to see what we can get. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 meshes. $15 like so. All that's smelting. Let's make... It's not 15, it's 15 minus 3, so 12 more. You call those things. Sieves, that's the word. We need 12 more sieves. It's 5. Let's see if we... Oh, we need more sticks. Sticks needed. It's actually wood needed. Okay, let's do that. We need 1 more. Literally 1 more. What's this next? Hello? Oh. That's not bad at all. but no thanks, kind sir. I'm all grand. I don't want your tools and stuff. Okay, so let's quickly see 12 of those we need, and then we need to be able to upgrade our string meshes. Okay, we need our bigger crafting table. I need to remember that it's a different button. There we go. Let's do more. No, man, come on. Come on. There we go, 15. So now if we do this, we should have enough if I counted correctly. Okay, so we've got the 5x5 for sifting, which is grand. We've got this, so can we... The question is, can I just mine this with this? Yes, I can. And now we can use this to upgrade this to an iron furnace. We can plonk that down, and it still requires the normal fuel, but I do think it smells at a faster rate, which again, using this cog, we can automate it a bit more, give it an input, output, all of those type of things, add augments and all of those things. And then also, I do believe with the iron furnace, we can actually upgrade it. No, not you there. I need to click on this and say you. Yeah, we can upgrade it to different types. So rainbow, I think, is the biggest one, which is epic. So we've did quite a lot. We've managed to complete this entire side of the quest, except for the monster hunter part. We just completed furnaces, and now we just need to do everything on this side, which I think we're going to do in the next episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, remember, like the button, push the like button. Not that you can like the button as well, but rather push it. Do subscribe and ring that notification bell to make sure you never miss out on another one of these long form, me being unedited, unrelaxed, no, relaxed, not unrelaxed, relaxed, and just playing all the mods. Till the next episode, bye for now.